Tough assignment, I know, but somebody's got to do it. Today we're at the Craverie in Kohler. Did you know they make their own chocolate here? Come inside, check it out. The Craverie Chocolatier Cafe in nearby Kohler, Wisconsin will make you feel like you're in a faraway French cafe. It has a delicious menu and glass cases filled with this. And this isn't your ordinary chocolate. This is the home of Kohler Original Recipe Chocolates. Very excited to be here where Kohler makes its original recipe what is it?
Kohler Original Recipe Chocolates.
And what's your job?
I am the head chocolatier.
I want your job. I'm serious. I want her job. Annette went to a prestigious school in Chicago to be a pastry chef, but she says the chocolate gods brought her to Kohler, where she found her true calling as head chocolatier.
I am in charge of all of the production for our chocolate and new product development.
So she spends her days coming up with new ways to satisfy a sweet tooth. So since I'd like to be in training to be a chocolatier, I want you to show me how to mix up some chocolate.
Absolutely.
All right, let's go. This ganache, which we whipped up with a power tool, is like everything else here, made from scratch.
Everything is actually handmade here. We have our own custom blend of milk chocolate, so it's a darker, deeper, more flavorful milk chocolate. We make all of the caramel from scratch. We use great cream and vanilla. We actually even sort pecans to make sure that our terrapins have the perfect pecan on top.
Kohler's homemade terrapins have a very interesting history.
Terrapin is our version of a turtle. Several years ago, Mr. Kohler was actually looking for the world's best turtle, and he asked the chefs over at the American Club to create just that, the world's best turtle. There were a multitude of revisions that happened, a lot of taste testing, a lot of tweaking, and after the final product was approved, it became known as our original buttery terrapin.
You can enjoy a terrapin or pick up a whole box of them here at the Craverie. The cafe is located at the Shops at Wood Lake. It's a great place to grab soup or a sandwich, and if you really want to do it right, you'll ask for a wine and chocolate pairing when you visit. Now we get to the fun part. This is where we actually get to taste the chocolate. I'm so excited for this part. And we're pairing the chocolate with wine, right?
We are. I have 3 different selections of wine. I do a lot of pairings, and some of the pairings we're doing today are my favorites. I love sparkling wine and chocolate. I also really enjoy port wine and chocolate.
Annette helps me out with her best chocolate tasting wine pairing tip. It's to taste the chocolate first, then sip the wine, then taste the chocolate again.
This is our caramel brownie.
Okay.
So it's our homemade caramel in a milk chocolate shell.
Okay. Okay, now do we taste the wine? I like that. We paired that with a sparkling wine that's fantastic. The next chocolate is the cranberry terrapin. What is that?
It's, as we discussed earlier, it's one of our 4 flavors of terrapins. So this terrapin, it has our deep, smoky, rich, flavorful caramel. It's finished with white chocolate, peanuts, and cranberries.
Yeah, and what wine goes well with it?
It is a Meiomi Pinot Noir. My friend Jason Van Auken, who is the sommelier on staff here, and he recommended this, and It is delicious. It's very fruit forward, so it pairs really well with the cranberries in the terrapin.
So we swirl, savor, and sip, and we end with a port wine and a chocolate that has some of that homemade ganache in it. We saved the best for last, I think, because it was my favorite pairing and Annette's too. Way to pair it up.
The flavors pair so well together.
I want your job.
You can't have it.
When you visit the Shops at Wood Lake, you'll be taken with the beauty of Kohler, the fantastic shopping, and the world-class golfing. Be sure you also stop here and sample Kohler Original Recipe Chocolates. Get the full experience by pairing them up with wine. So make it a day trip. It's just an hour north of Milwaukee, or stay the night at the American Club just down the street. Either way, you'll be glad you made the short drive here because there's no place like Kohler when it comes to chocolate.